My boss would touch me intimately, spoil me, and leave me with hickeys all over my body. When we were about to shop, he found out I was a femboy and spiraled. I 21M, work at a high-power marketing firm, and my boss, Darren 35M, is completely insane. Handsome, muscular, broad-shouldered, with a smile that can make your stomach twist and your brain melt at the same time. If I'm being honest, he's every femboy's straight boy dream. Big, strong, commanding, but somehow capable of this soft tenderness that makes you feel safe and completely exposed at once. And me? I'm a femboy. Skirts, soft blouses, subtle makeup, sometimes eyeliner. I've never passed fully as a girl. Most people can tell I'm male. I've been stared at, laughed at, discriminated against, called faggot more times than I can count. So when Darren started noticing me, obsessing over me, I didn't know how to process it. He started small, hand brushing my arm when I handed him a report, leaning close to whisper encouragements. Tiny touches, then gifts, flowers, chocolates, notes like, "I can't stop thinking about you. You're mine, whether you know it or not. Don't make me wait too long." Then hickeys, neck, collarbone, chest. He would take me to the fanciest restaurants, order me wine I barely touched, leave handwritten notes in my coat pockets. He was obsessive, possessive, terrifying, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. Background: my life before Darren. I hadn't had much luck with men. Growing up as a femboy, I was stared at, laughed at, discriminated against. Dating was hard. Anyone I liked seemed to either not understand, be scared off, or treat me like a fetish. Darren? He ignored all that. He just wanted me, obsessed with me. And honestly, that scared me as much as it thrilled me. We started routines that felt normal only because we normalized obsession. Lunches together, where he paid for everything and held my hand under the table. Late-night check-in calls to make sure I got home safe. Small gifts and notes left for me to find. Silk scarves, chocolates, handwritten letters. Hickeys he left all over me. I never knew what was worse, feeling proud or terrified. He'd brush my hair from my face, lean in too close, whisper things I wasn't supposed to hear. I could watch you all day and never get bored. I couldn't stop thinking about him. Couldn't focus on work. Couldn't sleep. My friends noticed. I tried to hide it. But part of me didn't want a week's past, and our little relationship escalated. Walking me to the subway when I stayed late. Hands brushing, shoulders touching. Coffee breaks where he'd sit too close, leg brushing mine, sometimes holding my hand. Staring, memorizing every detail. My clothes, my lips, my nails, the way I fidgeted with my skirt. I was addicted, obsessed, spiraling. Then it happened, the almost intimate night. We stayed late one night. Office empty, dim lights, city buzzing faintly through the windows. He came up behind me while I typed, hands sliding over my sides, resting gently on my hips. Breath tickled my ear. "You don't know how much I've wanted this." He kissed me, soft at first, hesitant, then not so much. Hands moving along my back, under my arms, around my waist, pressing his chest to mine. I could feel his warmth, his solid outline, through his suit. Every femboy fantasy I'd ever imagined was real. Then his hand slid lower. My stomach dropped, and then he felt it. The part of me I never thought anyone would ever notice. He froze, eyes wide, lips pressed to mine, desperate, panicked. Hand stiff. "Wait, you're a femboy." The words hit me like a truck. Kiss stopped. Hands went cold. His face twisted. Confusion, obsession, shock, panic. I can't. I don't know if I can do this," he whispered, voice trembling. And then he left. Slammed the door behind him. That it's been a few days. I've texted him. Once, twice, 3 times. Nothing. I can't stop thinking about him. About his obsession. The way he memorized me. Touched me. Claimed me. About the night he froze. About the way he spiraled. Tomorrow's work is going to be hell. Darren's my boss. He'll see me. He'll speak to me. I don't know if he'll pretend it never happened, glare at me, or spiral all over again. And me? I don't know if I want him to. Looking back, I can see how quickly I spiraled. My heart races just remembering. The gifts, the obsessive attention, the hickeys. Walking together late at night, shoulders brushing, hands finding each other. Him whispering, leaning in, memorizing every inch of me. It's wild, messy, romantic, terrifying. I thought things couldn't get more confusing after that night. I was wrong. Darren hasn't spoken to me properly since he realized I'm a femboy. The office has been this weird, suffocating mix of normal professionalism and sharp, icy distance. He walks past my desk like I'm air. Meetings? Cold, clipped. Emails? Formal. He doesn't even glance my way unless absolutely necessary. I am spiraling. Completely. The distance kills me. It's been 3 days since the almost intimate moment. 3 days of silence. He's avoiding me like he's allergic to me. And maybe he is allergic to the fact that I exist. I've tried texting him like a normal human being. Hey, are you okay? Can we talk? Nothing. Not a single reply. Every glance he gives me in meetings is judgmental, cold, like he's disappointed in me, like I've ruined something he can't fix. I spiral. I can't stop thinking about him. The obsession, the gifts, the hickeys, the city lights that felt like they belonged only to us. And yet, he's being cruel in the most subtle way. Small comments, brief remarks, lingering silences. His absence feels like punishment. Then it hits. He's leaving. Out of the country. A week-long conference. Convenient, right? Avoiding me entirely. I'm furious. Not just at him, but at myself. At the way I let myself fall for someone who clearly can't handle me. Every night, I lie awake, thinking about all the little touches, the whispered words, the obsessive attention that made my heart race. And he's gone. I keep telling myself, get over him. Focus on work. Move on. But it's not that easy. I try. Really, I do. I avoid his office. I stop reading his emails obsessively. I focus on projects. I even try to go out, see friends, laugh. But every time I think I'm okay, I remember the way he memorized me. The notes, the hickeys, the soft, commanding presence that made me feel like I wasn't just a femboy in a skirt, like I was his. I realize I need to take control. I can't spiral for someone who doesn't want to be seen. Why the 5th day of his trip, I've made a decision. I am quitting. Not angrily, not out of spite, but because I need to. I need to reclaim my heart, my mind, my life. Darren may be obsessed. He may be a dream, but he's also distant, cruel, and clearly not ready for whatever this is. I can't keep waiting, so I hand him my resignation. My heart is heavy, but there's also relief. Relief that I'm finally doing something for myself. Relief that I'm choosing me. As I pack up my desk, I realize how much I've spiraled, how much I've let him control my thoughts, my emotions, my life. But quitting doesn't feel like failure. It feels like the first step toward freedom, toward moving on. I don't know what the future holds. Maybe Darren will reach out. Maybe he won't. Maybe I'll meet someone new. Maybe I won't. But for the first time in weeks, I feel a tiny spark of hope. Let's pause before I tell you how Micah ruined me in the most romantic city on earth. Shout out to the Airbnb host who left wine and condoms on the bed like they knew. Also, shout out to Reddit for giving me the confidence to live my truth and to bend for it. Insert AD here. Use code BOTTOMUP for 15% off hotel sheets that can withstand your awakening. Brain Part 2, Paris, or How I Got Raw on a Rooftop and Didn't Care Who Heard. Micah surprised me with a trip to Paris. He literally said, pack something slutty and something that makes your mom cry. First night, we walked along the Seine. He held my hand. I saw 2 old ladies side-eye us. I let go. Micah didn't say anything, just kept walking. Later, he sat me down and said, I'm not mad. I just want you to be proud of us out loud. And it crushed me, because I was proud, but I was scared too. So I made a decision. We went back to the Airbnb with a balcony that overlooked the city. I told him, F***CK it. Leave the doors open. And baby, he did. Micah bent me over the balcony railing while the Eiffel Tower sparkled in the background like a gay fever dream. He whispered, mine, and slid in like a ghost with perfect timing. I moaned, loud, no pilo, no chum. A group of drunk girls walking below saw us. One screamed, get it, Queens. Another yelled, sheesh. Micah didn't stop. If anything, he went harder. And in that moment, moaning, exposed, loved, I stopped being scared. When I came, I cried. He kissed my tears and said, "Now that's pride." Guys, guess what happened? Darren tried to reach out. Like, literally tried to text me, call me, and slide in my DMs after I blocked him for good. And obviously, I blocked him again immediately. Why did he check mark? I even briefly thanked everyone who commented on my last post. Y'all were right. The boss obsession thing? Not cute. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. It started innocently enough. At least, what I thought was innocent. Darren's texts. "Hey, can we talk? I just want to explain myself. You don't understand how I feel." I didn't reply. Obviously. Then came the social media stalking. Liking old posts from months ago. Commenting subtly on things I posted, making it obvious he was watching. Friends tagged me in posts, and screenshots showed Darren lurking every damn time. I was furious. Every time I scrolled and saw his name pop up, my stomach twisted. He was obsessed. Literally obsessed. And then he showed up. Not at work. That would have been manageable. But outside. Coffee shop I always go to. He's there. My favorite park? There. Even the gym. I swear, he knew my routine better than I did. Texts turned desperate. "Why aren't you answering me? I just want you back. I can't live without you." I started documenting everything. Screenshots, timestamps, all the receipts. I wasn't going to fall back into that spiral. The wildest part? He got creative. Gifts left anonymously at my door. Handwritten letters slipped under the office door when I went back to work briefly. Random video calls from numbers I didn't recognize. Him, obviously, trying to look innocent. And all this while I'm narrating to my followers, laughing, shaking my head. Y'all, my ex-boss is literally losing it. One day, walking home, I felt someone behind me. Quick glance. Yup, Darren. Casual? No. Creepy as hell, obsessed. He tries. "We need to talk. Just 5 minutes." Meh. No. Blocked. "Do not approach me." He leaned closer anyway, smelling like the gym and cologne I used to love. My heart raced, not from attraction, but fear and adrenaline. He tried sliding a note into my bag. I ripped it out immediately. He texted me while I was walking home. "Please, I can't breathe without you." He circled around, like he wanted me to notice him, but not catch him blatantly. Readers, I was spiraling in a different way now. Not love, but plotting how to survive this. He started creating fake accounts. Commenting on things I posted. "You're mine. Don't forget it." Friends would send me screenshots, laughing, but I wasn't laughing. At work, Darren finally emailed, "I know you blocked me, but I'll wait." Always. I didn't know whether to cry, scream, or delete the company email entirely. Then it escalated. Gifts turned creepy, jewelry with my initials, framed photos of me from LinkedIn, even a sketch of me he apparently drew from memory. Emails titled, "I need you, and you can't escape me." Texts every hour. "Why are you ignoring me? I'll prove to you I'm yours." And here's the messy, chaotic part. I started to enjoy the control. I could block him, ignore him, post updates, make him spiral while I narrated everything to the internet. Full villain energy. Here's the thing. I'm telling y'all this because I'm not just surviving. I'm thriving in a messy, petty, chaotic way. I posted updates about his stalking, teasing him, "Nice try, Darren. Keep dreaming." Friends sent me texts like, "OMG, he's losing it. You're wild." I even posted a photo of me ignoring my phone with his name on the screen, captioned, "Blocked again." What else you got? He tried showing up at work again. Security had to escort him out. He sent an email to HR pretending it was all a misunderstanding. I laughed to be why the end of the week. Called me from unknown numbers, changing voices. Tried sending pizza to my apartment with a note. "Open with me." Showed up near my gym. I had to sprint to avoid him. Sent a long, obsessive email. "I will wait. I will find you. I love you. You are mine." And I'm narrating it all to readers. Every escalation, every text, every obsessive move. Watching him spiral is satisfying. Messy, chaotic, deliciously dramatic. Darren is fully gone off the rails. Obsessive, desperate, stalker-level obsessed. I've documented everything. Screenshots, photos, emails, texts. Every move he makes is now entertainment for me and my followers. Readers, the moral? Sometimes you have to play the villain to survive the chaos. Darren thought he could control me, obsess over me, spiral me back into love, but the tables have turned. And let me tell you, I'm just getting started. I never thought I'd say this, but I wanted him back. Darren, that insane, obsessive, beautiful nightmare of a man. And God help me, he made it impossible not to. It was late. I was curled up on my couch, scrolling aimlessly through my phone, trying not to think about all the chaos he'd caused, when I heard a knock. Heavy, frantic, desperate. I froze. My heart thumped. Could it be? Could he really have come here? I opened the door, and there he was, kneeling on my doorstep, shirt disheveled, muscles tense, eyes swollen from crying, fresh cuts on his arms. Please, please let me in, he whispered, voice cracking. I can't do this without you. My stomach dropped. My mind screamed, get him help, call someone. But I couldn't. I couldn't leave him there like that. I stepped aside. He rushed in, falling against my chest, sobbing. And God, I felt something in me melt that I wanted to scream at him. I wanted to tell him to leave. I wanted to push him away. But every part of me felt guilty, felt responsible. He kept whispering apologies over and over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I lost control. I can't live without you. His hands clutched to my waist, his forehead pressed against my chest. I could feel his body trembling. I could feel every heartbeat, every desperate pulse of obsession. I was spiraling again, this time not from fear, but from longing, from desire, from the twisted need to fix. He collapsed onto the couch next to me, trembling. Tears were streaking his face. I thought I could stop, but I can't, he whispered. I don't know how to be without you. And then the scars. I saw them properly this time. Small, angry lines across his arms. Evidence of the pain he'd inflicted on himself in the past few days. I couldn't breathe. My mind screamed, he's crazy. He's unstable. Run. But I didn't. I reached out. Tentative. Gentle. Softly traced a finger along the fresh cuts. He flinched, but didn't pull away. It's okay. I'm here now. I whispered. We sat there for what felt like hours. Him confessing everything. Me trying not to break down completely. He touched my hands, arms, face, everywhere, like memorizing me again. I let him. I wanted him to. We cried together, sobbed, whispered, clung to each other. And then the almost kiss. Tentative at first. Hand exploring, lingering, soft, desperate. Every nerve in my body on fire. I can't lose you again, he whispered against my lips. I didn't answer with words. I just let him pull me closer. Let the chaos happen. Let the obsession consume us both for a moment. That'd be why the time the night ended. We were tangled on my couch. Exhausted. Crying. Breathing each other in. But the future? Unknown. Dangerous. Wild. I knew one thing for sure. Letting him in again was the first step towards something. Redemption? Madness? Love? I didn't know. But I felt alive more than I had in weeks. And Darren? He was mine. Completely. Insanely. Obsessively. Okay, guys. I know it's been forever. Sorry for disappearing. Honestly, life has been insane. But here it is. Me and Darren. We're engaged. Ring. I can hear you rolling your eyes. After everything I've posted about, after the stalking, the chaos, the spirals. Yeah, I get it. I didn't expect this either. But it happened. And honestly, it's messy, wild, and somehow perfect. After Darren showed up at my apartment on his knees, crying, threatening to hurt himself, showing cuts things didn't magically fix themselves. That night ended with us wrapped up together, trembling, whispering apologies and promises. But the weeks after, pure chaos with actual progress. Month 1, Darren went to therapy. I wasn't there for every session, but he told me about it. He learned he couldn't just obsess over me and expect love to happen. He started texting less. No more desperate messages every hour. Just small check-ins. Hey, how was your day? Want to grab coffee later? I resisted the urge to block him. I was testing him, seeing if he could be trustworthy without spiraling. Month 2, dates. Real, normal dates. He'd pick a new restaurant, make me laugh, talk about his day without making me feel responsible for his emotions. He sent letters, but heartfelt ones, not obsessive ones. I love you I respect you. I'll never hurt you like I did. Our flirty banter returned, but slower, less explosive. I started enjoying him again without spiraling. Month 3 to 4. Small intimacy. Holding hands in public, sitting close on the couch. Soft kisses. Nothing rushed. He actually listened when I said boundaries. He didn't push. He learned patience. I started thinking, maybe he really was changing. Maybe this could work. Month 5. We had our first full, messy, private night together since that first almost intimate night. And y'all, it was insane. Darren was completely confident. No scam. Every touch, every kiss, worshipful. He explored me, touched me, kissed me like he had no fear, no hesitation. And when things got steamy, he was fully into it. Not shy, not embarrassed. Every gulp, every moan, obsessed but safe. I won't lie, I spiraled differently this time. Not from fear, not from obsession, but from wanting him. Wanting him so badly it hurt. I catch him looking at me sometimes and just melt. But he'd learned to manage it, control it. He could still be obsessed, but without the dangerous edge. I shared small updates on social media, teased my followers. Yeah, he's still obsessed, but now it's the good kind. Comments flooded in. You deserve this. Messy love, I live for it. And then he proposed. Private dinner at our favorite spot. Candles. Music. Him nervous, fidgeting, but smiling at me like he was seeing me for the first time. He knelt. Ring. Words I'll never forget. I love you. I promise I'll never let my chaos hurt us again. Will you marry me? I cried. Laughed. Sobbing. I said yes. I don't even remember what I said exactly. It was a blur of emotion, love, relief, and messy happiness. Now, months later, life is still messy, still chaotic, still wild. But it's a different chaos. The kind where we're both safe, both loved, both obsessively into each other without spiraling into destruction. We're engaged. We're flirty. We're passionate. We're alive. And sometimes when we're alone and he's holding me, I catch him staring at me like he's memorizing every inch of me again. And I let him, because this time I trust him. This time I want him.